Well, hello, guys. My mission always is to teach the people. The Bible said, "My people perish for the lack of knowledge." And also, the next verse said, "And ye have rejected knowledge." So, not to delay, I'm gonna jump right into this. Some of this gonna be new to you guys, but I would like for you to do your history. Look up what I say, and you will see what I'm saying. But I'm gonna start. Just give a little quick verse here out of Daniel 7, verses 25. Daniel 7, verses 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into the hands until a time and times and dividing of times. The Bible said that the enemy will change times and laws. And you do know that it's going into your government, and that has already have happened. But I want to get into changing times. You know, you think you know, but you don't know. Times have been changed, guys. It have changed in 1582, if I believe. 1582, the calendar was changed. This Bible right here that we learn about Jesus Christ and all we need to know about how he died, this give us this, and it give us reference on how to live today. And it give you so much. That's how I know this book is a real book, because no other book that give you prophecy and it still come to pass now. Show me a book that brought out prophecy. It's the only book that prophesied to you and bring out prophecy that is happening. Okay, with that being said, like I said, I want to hurry up and do this video so y'all can go back and look at it and do your research. The calendar was changed in 1582. It used to be the Julian calendar. Now, when Pope Gregory came in effect, he changed it to the Gregorian calendar. The Julian calendar, the first month of the year was started at March the 25th until April. It called Nisan. That was the first month of the year. But they changed it and made January the first month of the year. Now, September, that month, if you look up the original meaning of September, and it means seven. September was the seventh month of the year. But when they changed the calendar, they also moved September up to what? The ninth month. October followed right behind that. The original meaning of October meaning eight. The number eight, because it was the next month that followed right behind September. So right now they got that being the 10th month. Now, guys, you're like, September, October. Look that up first of all. They changed the calendar to throw you off so you won't learn history. Because look at here, they have the 12th month being December. And they also told you that Jesus Christ was born December 25th. Well, how is that when this Bible and they was working off the Julian calendar? It couldn't have been the 12th month if we got right now. If I just told you September meaning the 7th month and October meaning 8, how is it December 12th month? Once this Bible, that God inspired word, when he put out his word, he also told you what was the months. So I told you March the 25th was the beginning of the month of the year. So do I have reference from the Bible that God said? So we celebrate Passover. Passover is in April, which we celebrate it on the 4th month of the year. Everybody do, correct? Yes. Well, April wasn't the 4th month. April was the first, March 25th on over until April. They were calling that the first month of the year. Nisan. So let's go into the Bible, Passover, and see when the God said the month April, Passover was. Let's go to Exodus 12. I'm trying to make this quick because I know we have a attention span, and some people probably don't want this knowledge. See, how do you know what time you're living in and trying to study this when you're not even in the right year or month? This is something you're not gonna learn at your church. Preacher want to give you a nice message. Come as you are and leave how you came. No change. Exodus 12. Let's start at verse 1. And the Lord spake. Who was speaking? The Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months, and it shall be the first month of the year to you. And if you read on, guys, this was the Passover. If you go to verse 5, a lamb shall be without blemish. That means male first year, ye shall take it from the sheep, from the goats. All this was talking about the Passover, the first month of the year. Look it up. Julian calendar, Julian. But I tried to do a Google search on it, and it wasn't trying to give me the correct information. But if you go and look up, you can kind of reword it, and it might give you the information. But this is something that you gotta get this from this Bible. God made me a preacher. So how is it you celebrate everything they tell you to, and then tell you it came out of here, but then don't give you the correct month of the beginning of months? They tell you that April was the 4th month of the year. That's what they tell us right now. We're working off the Gregorian calendar right now. So the enemy came down and changed everything to throw you off what was in here if I throw you off the time you're living in and then give you Jesus Christ born December 25th on the 12th month, and you took that and you believed that and you celebrated that, that just was a slap in God's face. Let's go to Galatians chapter 4. Because you might say, oh, there ain't nothing wrong with it. Still, give me more Bible. Galatians. Now these pages stuck together. Galatians chapter 4. Galatians chapter 4. Ain't it? Okay. I know I'm in the right. Y'all bear with me. I hope you got enough patience to learn a little knowledge. I hope you're looking up already what I'm telling you while I'm looking for Galatians. Galatians chapter 4. Let me see what I'm looking for here. Okay. Galatians chapter 4. Okay. Let's go to, I'm going to start at verse, I'm going to get right into it. Spare time. Chapter 4, verse 8. Howbeit then, when you knew not God, ye did service unto them which by nature are no God. You still doing service unto something that's not God with all your holidays. Watch this. But now, after that, ye have known God. I know him. Do you know him? Like your preacher been telling you to? How turn ye again to the weak and beggarly elements, whereunto ye desire again to be in bondage? Verse 10. Ye observe days, months, and times and years. You observe days, months, time, and years. Who told you to? What can you find what you celebrate? He said it put you back in bondage. Verse 10 again, ye observe days, months, times, and years. Verse 11, I am afraid of you, lest I have bestowed upon you labor in vain. Vain mean no good. And you're doing a lot of stuff that they told you to celebrate. And God said it's no good. He said it's a waste of time. He said, I'm afraid. You know God ain't afraid of us. I mean, I'm wasting my time on you. I'm afraid what's going to happen to you. But your preacher don't give you no kind of knowledge. No type of doctrine. Now, holidays. Now, in this Bible, God have holy days. Now, where did the term holiday come from? Holiday came from the original word, holy days. Now, what you doing, is it holy? Holiday, original word, came from holy days. They changed what God had with holy. and turn it into a holiday. And they want to show you none of God's holy days in the Bible. So who would want to do that? The devil. Now I'm making a video because a fella asked me today, was I gonna celebrate Halloween, dress up? And I like, ain't no way. So I do know a lot of saints that say, I don't do Halloween. That's the devil day. So I always tell them, well, the same man who put all the rest of the holidays on the calendar was the same man who put Halloween on the calendar. So he made one devil day. Hallelujah. So look at what I say. So in Jesus' day, they was working off of the Julian calendar. So how do you know when somebody was born in 12 months when you're working off the wrong calendar? This knowledge might be too much for some people. If you're of God, you won't reject knowledge. We are working off the Gregorian calendar, after Pope Gregory, who changed it around by 1582. Julian calendar was the original calendar from this Bible. So how are you making up stuff talking about the 12 month and you doing it? But nobody would want to go back and do research on what they gave us, but you took it. But now when I give you knowledge, you're going to go back and try to find out what I'm saying is true. So how would you know this when you don't know what times you're living in? How can you disciple when what event happened when you're working out the wrong calendar? Let this be a blessing to teach everybody. They went from March the 25th being the first month of the year, and they went all the way into January being the first month. The first month of the year always when springtime come in. That means when things started growing. And God said that was going to be the first month of the year. So how would you change something God said the first month and make January the first month when God said Nisan was the first month of the year? So that's how the devil changing times. You got to be a God-sent preacher to instruct his people truth. Your preacher don't want to tell you nothing but and give you no doctrine. You should go where you're growing, and you should grow. Go where you grow. Don't be stuck with no knowledge where you at. I think because you know scriptures don't mean nothing if you don't know where to put them and how to apply them. Show this video and ask your preacher about what I say. And 9 out of 10, he gonna say, it don't matter. But if God said this right here was the first month of the year, I'm going on with God. Who report what you believe? So it took them some times in um, the churches back in the days wasn't doing even when they changed it. A lot of the churches they wasn't doing it because they still want to hold fast on to what they had. And I'm gonna tell you that's how April Fool came about on your holiday calendar. But the original word mean holy day. So April Fool came about when the churches back in the days when they changed it, they were still working off the Julian calendar. So they came up with April Fool because they were still using telling the people we still recognize that April being the first month of the year. So since they didn't change, that's how April Fool come about. They were saying you fool, you still in the old days. You still working off a calendar that we don't change. That's how April Fool came about. Because some people didn't want to change. And since they didn't want to change, they called them fools. Well, it looked like when we change with the world and never looked up, nothing they gave us, we took it. You tell me who we were or are. But now, I'm a fool for Christ. Look it up, and I ain't gonna hold this video. May this be a blessing to the hearers that won't reject knowledge. I love you.